Lights, camera, action.
In a studio where local filmmakers talk to other filmmakers about the inside world of film.
Cut.
That's not the script. It. We'll fix it in post. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Mumphrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson explain all the details. Right here on It. We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're listening, I thank you for doing so. I'm Kevin Mumphrey, and this is once again, It. We'll Fix It in Post. I'm here with my colleagues, Victoria V.A. Jones.
What's going on?
And Carson Hype Ferguson. Today, we have a guest. We've had one of these in a little while.
I know. Appreciate it.
It's good to have company. So we have actress and producer, Brooklynn Morgan. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm just living. You know, it is what it is at this point. Just trying to survive. So I always like to start off with, where did your love of film begin?
That's a good question. I think like me and my dad bonded by watching films. We used to just watch like movies all day. And he always just showed me older movies that he thought I would like. And I guess I just always liked them. So I want to do that. Like I want to make people feel how they're making me feel right now. And that's when I started.
Do you remember like the specific movie
what older
that,
movies
made you want to do that?
I feel like I'm gonna regret this. What are we considering old movies?
One movie, The Breakfast Club. Is that considered an old
Okay,
movie?
no, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. That's like my favorite movie.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, when I seen that, I was like, wow. I was younger, so I was like, wow, movies like from back then actually I can relate to right now. So I was like,
so
wow.
like, what movie that you can think of that you watched as a child that you kind of that you can relate to now?
That's a good question. That I can relate to right now? I don't know. Maybe like not like all the way relate to it, but like I don't know, probably like Mean Girls. Even though that's not like
really.
But you like Mean Girls, yeah.
So were you a mean girl or the other people were mean girls?
Well, it's like, you know how she was like put into a new environment and then
yeah.
had to adapt. It ended up becoming one of them, but then it like, you know. But I wouldn't say I became one of them, but I could see how it would be easy to be a mean girl, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel you on that.
Oh, I thought this was going to go a whole nother way. Because didn't somebody get hit by a bus in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to go, you know what? I enjoy that scene a lot more as an adult.
I don't know how to process that.
Of him saying that?
Of him saying that.
There's nobody in your life you thought, wow, it would be great if they got hit by a bus.
Come on.
Because like the way things tend to operate, if you wish something on somebody else, that you know maybe that
not necessarily
first,
not wishing, but if it happened,
that's kind of like.
But she didn't die when she got hit by it.
See, she didn't die.
She was just off her rocker.
Suffered excruciating pain.
I still don't know how to process this, man. I was like, go ahead.
I'm petty.
I
don't know if you noticed that. Yes. By the way, I'm petty. So
I know that. Okay, you don't have to tell me. That didn't shock me that you said that. I'm just saying.
Like I didn't even see much of the movie, but I know homegirl got hit by a bus. That's what I remember.
Teddy Pettygrass.
That's what I need that as a woo. Sorry, see, we getting on tangents. They don't need to do that. Now, what movie do you remember watching that made you think to yourself that this is something I'd want to do for myself?
That I want to do for myself? Probably. This is gonna sound crazy.
We like crazy. Go right ahead.
But Natural Born Killers.
I like your thinking already.
It was just like when I seen that one, that was another one that my dad showed me. I was like, this is so different than, you know, any other movie I'd really seen at the time. I was like, this is good. And then I went on the whole Quentin Tarantino like rabbit hole after that. And that's when I was really.
Wait, how old were you when you saw this movie?
I know. I wasn't supposed to be like. That was the thing. Like, so we would just watch movies I wasn't supposed to be watching, and my stepmom would come in the room and be like, he'd be like, what? It's just a movie. Like, okay, whatever. I mean, and I'm just like, I'm watching the movie, but I was like 12. I'd be like 12. That's not that bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not like saying you was like 5 or 6 or something like that. Then
I
I'd be
probably
like,
was watching crazy stuff. I think I was like watching Players Club at 5.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But also think about 5. You don't really know what you're watching.
No. Depends on the 5.
Now, some of it you got this movie. You knew what was going on.
Yeah. Depends on the type of 5 you are.
type of 5 you are.
Yeah.
No, but Players Club is a good classic. Okay.
They used to come on BET all the time.
Yeah, it still does. You know, TV One. What the other one
Yeah.
was called?
TV.
So, yeah.
I can't think of where else it would be playing on at this moment. Tubi, probably.
It's definitely on Tubi. Okay,
Yeah.
it's definitely on Tubi.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Actually, sorry, you got so. I think you went to school for film.
Mm-hmm. Well, acting. I went to school for acting.
So you originally started as an acting, not necessarily production.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the first kind of project you worked on?
Well, I really started when I was like younger. My first like actual film, I was like 12 when I was like actually. I should be like, I was like 11, 12. I was in like the 6th grade, but I was like, me and a few other kids got together and we created like a zombie movie. And then from there, I went to school.
It had to be a zombie movie.
That's my kind of movies. Yeah.
It was easy to do. It was easy to do at the time. And it was like where we were, we got to use the pizza shop and the alley behind the pizza shop. And that was our locations. It was fun. And I got to show it to my class at the time. But then from there, I did like a small short film in school. And then I did during COVID a small like garage short film. And that's what I was like. I was acting in that one. But because it was only a few of us, I had to do like, you know? And when you're like an actor and you're like trying to pursue that, you have to kind of like wear a million different hats and you learn about a lot of different things in order just to, you know, do an audition or, I don't know, be in certain rooms.
Right. It's a little difficult, especially, you know, it's female everything get a little different hackle than the men do. So
yes, we do.
It's a whole different world out there when you going into those roles or producer or something like that, and you're a woman and you're trying to get some stuff done. So.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now this zombie movie. So what was the zombie movie about?
Zombies.
Well, I know zombies are a very important fixture of it. I just want to know the story with the zombies.
Okay.
Coming from the person who doesn't like horror.
Because you were 12 when you wrote this, and 12 when y'all made this, right? So you and with these other 12-year-olds?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm trying to see what kind of zombie movie did a bunch of 12-year-olds make?
So basically the way it worked was there was one night in every year in this town where everyone had to stay inside. And we never knew why we had to stay inside. So us, the kids, we were like, we're going to stay out. We're going to see why do we have to stay out? And the reason why we have to stay inside is because there were zombies out there. And one of our friends ends up getting attacked last year because he stayed out. And we wanted to know what happened to him. And we end up seeing him as a zombie. And we end up becoming zombies at the end.
We're all zombies in the end. Look at that.
Because one of my friends, she liked to do the FX, you know, like the latex skin and all of that.
The eye hanging out and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, that was graphic. Yeah. So I'm not necessarily a horror film person.
But
Victoria
you want
is. Yeah.
About the horror film.
No, I don't mind knowing about it. I just don't want to watch it. I'm a strict believer that I don't pay money for people to scare me.
I you know what? I don't like horror films either. I would do one, but I don't like watching them either. And everyone's like, you know, it's acting, but I don't like being. You're trying to scare me. I don't like that. I don't like it either.
Exactly. Because if it does work, you just spent money for somebody to scare you.
Mm-hmm.
And if it don't work, I don't do those neither.
I don't do those either.
And if you don't work, you wasted your money for somebody trying to scare you. To me, it's a lose-lose either way. Now,
but you could go to a film and it'd be a bad film and you still just wasted your money.
Yeah, but they didn't try to scare me.
Gosh.
See, that's the important element there. I can just this film sucks. This is terrible.
Well, it scares me spending my hard-earned money on a film that's terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't scare me at all. That's just a life lesson.
Whatever.
Now, Victoria probably heard the part when you said you wouldn't mind being in one, because she's definitely going to be.
No, I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get him in one. So,
Well, then I'm trying to get you to do it, because I
convince him to be in. I would say, hey, let's do a horror film, and you be in it and be like, hey, Kevin, you know what I'm saying? I got a role for you. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Then I'm gonna have to block.
You'd probably be really good at it because you'd be really scared for real.
Nice try. I won't even be there.
We can just scare you for real.
No. Then I'm gonna really be going. You
Like
only gonna get one.
like Paranormal Activity style, like documentary style.
Here's the thing, though. You only get one take.
All you need is one.
So you gotta be really confident.
She said that's all she need.
You gotta be real good in your camera skills. I'm not coming back. You got one scene, one take. Like, man, it's been 3 days. Ain't nobody seen or heard from Kevin. Be gone. Social security number gonna be gone and everything. I do.
So what? You talked about the horror film. So what was the next big film that you did, or next important film that you did as far as acting?
I did a film when I was in school, and me and my classmates had to get together. We had to write a script in a day. No, 10 days. No, we had to write the script in like 3 days and then do the whole production in like 10 days, whatever. It was about sins. It was about the 7 deadly sins, and we had to figure out, we created this. We had to figure out how to tell the story with the 7 deadly sins following this girl. Long story short, it was a very, very interesting learning experience working with my classmates and doing this film as a producer and being in it. But after that, I would say that was, I don't know, but the one after that, the one I would say more important was the one in the garage that we did. That one was, during COVID, was probably a more substantial experience for me because we had so little and we had to make do with what we had.
Yeah.
It also brings out creativity when you kind of don't have as much. So now you got to really use like the back of your brain to figure some stuff out. Like, okay, how are we going to do this? And we can't afford to do any of this. But now you were saying a project with your classmates where you were producing and acting in it. Yeah. Was it kind of would you say a draining experience?
A what?
Draining, more of just exertion of energy because you're doing a lot.
Well, it's like doing both is kind of like, I wouldn't do both. Like, I wouldn't like be in a movie and be behind the scenes as well, you know, because it's a lot. I would rather pick one. And telling people where to be and try to be and, you know, create your art, it's separate. To me, I believe it's just separate. And so when you're in that producer role, you kind of have to look at things from the outside and make sure, okay, this is going to be this and this is going to be that. But then you're like, wait, I still have to be in character. I still have to do, like, that's too much. That's ridiculous. To me, that just, like, I feel like you can separate them. So from then on, I never wanted to do both. I never wanted to do both at all. But
so which
honestly,
one is your favorite one?
I know, right? I don't know. I don't have a favorite. Because I don't know. I mean, you guys know as directors, like, you kind of have that vision. Like, you know how you see stories. You know how you can tell a story and everything.
Right.
But,
yeah.
You know, being a part of someone else's story is also rewarding too, in my opinion. And helping someone else tell their story is rewarding to me.
I'm just imagining you in a scene and then suddenly you got to cut it off. Okay, wait a minute. This lighting ain't right. I could have swore I told y'all to put that over there.
Like, who's going to be able to, who thinks, like, that's crazy. To me, that's like, and then you have to, of course, you'll have other directors on set and, you know, other people helping you, but I don't want to be doing that. I feel like if I want to really give my all to these positions, I need to be giving my all to those positions.
No,
I mean, some people can do it. I don't want to take that away from the people who do it. I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
I would rather not do it, you know, but sometimes you gotta fill in, you know what I'm saying? We've had several instances where, you know, people have flaked on us, and, you know, we had to.
Yeah. Of course, I'll step in.
We had to fill in, boy.
Yeah.
When I tell you we had to fill in, it was it was on wishing and praying. We had to figure something out.
Yeah. God has been with us on these projects.
When I tell you he been with us, you know, he was like, he let us struggle a little bit.
He let it hurt a bit. He let it hurt a bit.
But he was like, all right, I see y'all sweating a lot. I'm going to send somebody y'all way. But boy, yeah.
Honestly, knowing that you wouldn't want to be, because, I mean, there's certain people who likes to have control of everything. I mean, it's a great lesson to learn as early as possible that, you know, you don't want to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as genre films, what's necessarily your favorite genre film?
I don't have a favorite. I really can't say I have a favorite. Like, it really just depends on how I want to feel. Like, if I want to laugh, I'm gonna watch a comedy. If I want to feel something, I may watch a drama. If I want something to intrigue me, I may watch a documentary. Like, I really don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite medium. I don't prefer television over film, either one. I really just love it all, and I find all of it to be fascinating. I don't know. I know that sounds terrible, but
no, that don't sound terrible.
I mean, each genre kind of speaks to you differently.
Now,
Now,
and
as far as like
different reasons, you know.
Now, as far as like an acting in, which genre you think you kind of can get into easily, or as far as like getting into a role?
Dramatic. I feel like it's easier for me to be on that drama lane and just be a dramatic person. Of course, I love comedy, but I feel like comedy is hard. Comedy is for the geniuses, honestly.
And you never realize how hard it is until you see a script or you act to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I try, you know, I give it my all. I try to be as honest as I can with it, but I'm not a comedian. People are probably laughing at me before I can make them laugh, you know. But I can make you cry.
So you're a Grey's Anatomy type person?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can you cry on cue? I'm not going to ask you to, by the way. I'm just...
Probably. I mean, people ask me that all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if the scene is sad, I'm going to cry.
Yeah. I think people ask women that all the time. I don't think us guys get that question. They're usually more shocked when we can do it, though.
That's true, honestly.
You get that one Denzel glory tear.
That's the thing. That's all we need. That's all we need. Just one glory tear. At the right moment, put some right music behind it. We got you. Like, we ain't got to do...
I want to see crying.
So now you're talking like Viola Davis and Fences crying.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah. That's what I want to see. I'm trying to see that.
See, that is the point. Is like, it's awkward.
Yeah, it's kind of like, depending on the character too. It's like, I'm like, you want a dude like just falling apart?
If the scene calls for it, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, how many scenes call for the dude to fall apart like that?
I said, if the scene calls for it, yes.
No, see, I understand that.
I feel like we need it. It doesn't matter. I feel like we just need it. I feel like we just need more.
We just need it. What? Crying? I mean, just like completely falling apart?
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. We need it. You know?
She just be sitting with popcorn. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Go ahead, cry more.
Cry, you little bitch.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, damn.
That's what I'm talking about. What's this movie about? Don't even care. Keep crying. Keep crying.
You see him crying. You see his pain. No, we need more men crying in pain.
I agree. I
don't know how to process that statement.
I don't neither.
I agree so much.
In pain.
I'm gonna write a script just for that.
I don't need you to write that one. I'd rather you just write horror.
No. You'll be in a horror film except for being in a film where you gotta cry.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But not any physical pain, like just hurt. Pain. Just hurt.
Not like I'm saying pain.
Yeah. You said pain like 5 or 6 times. And it hurts every time you say it.
I don't think so. When have we seen men, like, what's, can you think of a movie where we have just seen a man just, like, in pain?
Oh, plenty. There's plenty of movies where dudes in pain. Plenty. Rocky, he was in pain. Whole movie. All kinds of pain.
That's not what we
know. Mr. T was like, pain. He gave a forecast.
That's not what we talk about.
You said pain. Hey, there's
emotional.
There's even T-pain.
Emotional.
Wow.
Hey, look, I'm a shooter. I shoot.
It's there. I know it's there. It just it doesn't look the way you want it to look.
No, it doesn't. But see, that's what I mean. It's always shown as rage. Why not just cry?
Well, it's easier to access rage, especially for men. And honestly, societally, it's more accepted the rage than it is like the falling apart.
It should be swapped because for women right now, it's not acceptable. A lot of directors are trying to get more into female rage. It should be swapped.
Yeah, but even female rage is like a little bit on the like that slow boil kind of thing, like real methodical. Because a woman is like rageful, it's like hateful. She will destroy you. It won't be like, was it Waiting to Exhale where she just burns the car up? No. It's
but
way
women
more
are
methodical.
capable of that kind of rage too. There's no way like you can say like we haven't got mad where we would just grab a baseball bat and just start fucking shit up.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, it is very effective on film, but rather scary that you brought that out so very smoothly. Because I felt like that's where she was going, but I was hoping she wouldn't. But I was thinking baseball or knife. She went with baseball, so it was safer.
Okay. I mean, she might have thought knife too. She just didn't want people to know that.
John, thank you for not going. Thank you.
I didn't say we had to be psychopaths and kill people. I'm just saying we get mad too.
Yeah.
Why you saying that like that? Why you saying that like that?
That's not a bad in here. There's something you want to tell us? Like
I'm just saying. I appreciate having another woman on here.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Come after me a lot. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a hard knock life over here.
I mean, like, you gonna get these jokes. You gonna get these jokes.
Boy, they come after me.
Yo, but that's because we like you. That's why you gonna get these jokes.
That's how we show love.
I see. So everybody else might not see it. That's why I be on here trying to, smooth out the levels, but y'all just come right on back, and I'd be like, all right.
And so let me make sure this. Your process of remembering lines, especially like long pieces of dialogue. How do you go about that?
I just repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. There's like no easy way to learn lines. And everyone always asks that, but there's no easy way to learn lines. Now, after you learn the lines, everything else is easy, but you just gotta repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. Now, if I have like a 20-page scene, I may record like the other person on my phone, and then I'll like say the line, pause, say the line, pause, say the line, pause. But other than that, there's no easy way to learn lines, unfortunately. Unless you have like a photographic memory.
Lord, don't you wish you had one of those?
I do.
Oh my God. I asked the acting instructor once, kind of like, so what is your like kind of secret to learning lines? Ain't no secret. Shit's hard. Like, just figure it out.
No, you just gotta do it.
And there's
I feel like right there when it comes to lines, because I'm like this when I'm on the other side, because I know what it's like to be on the other side. So I hate when an actor doesn't know their lines, because that's your only job, really. Honestly, is to know your lines. That's literally your only job, is to show up and know your lines. But
well, I figured you'd be real tough as a director on set.
I'm getting that feeling.
If somebody pop up and they don't know their lines, and you just kind of look at them like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out. Have you ever fired anybody off of your sets?
I wanted to. I didn't. Because it was just like, I'm too new to even figure out how I would even get this to work anymore. But I was just like, he could tell I was upset. And then, again, it's like, you brought up being a woman on set and being in that position. It was hard, especially being a young woman in those positions. They do not want to listen to you. They don't think you have anything of value to put. They don't care. It doesn't matter what you know, what you say, what you do, anything. And that was the frustrating part. So sometimes you do have to be tough. You do have to be mean.
24/7. But that's why I got these lovely guys. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't listening. I kid you not. Literally, there was one time where I said something or something was going on, and Kevin goes and he says the exact same thing that I was saying, and they listen to him and not me. And I'm just like, come on, man. I'm like, come on, man. But I mean, that's kind of how things are right now. I wish they were different, but Which to me, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, you're on the film set. This is the hierarchy.
you pay attention to the hierarchy, because if you got to do things more than once, then like you're wasting everybody's time.
You would think you would think that.
Well, I mean, I do think that. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You would think that, but other people don't think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, like I was on a film set one time, and like it's like the people didn't want to work at all, and I'm like, yo, man, like no, like maximum effort, like Deadpool.
I'm just imagining her as a producer with a baseball bat. Y'all gonna get these lines.
I would, because it's like I have 1,000,010 things else to worry about.
Right. And especially the less lines they have and they don't remember, the more infuriating. Like, dude, you had 2 lines. In like 3 days.
I can tell when you know your lines and you're just nervous. That's different. I could tell. Right. But I can tell when you are literally looking at the camera or looking past the camera with a blank stare and you don't know what was even going on. And I'm just like, what did you do anything before you got here today? Or you just showed up?
I've seen all this. So I know what she's talking about. Or like, I know I have this issue sometimes. There'll be like a piece of the dialogue, like the words just don't stick. Like it may not flow well, so it just doesn't compute to the brain. So sometimes I can ad lib out of it and still get that point across.
Right.
Some people can't really do that.
I mean, as long as you know it, I can be forgiving because I've been on the other side. But if you don't know it, there's no mercy. And I will say something. And it's important to have people like you guys. That's why she appreciates you to have your back. To be like I have Ruben, I have my back to be like, she's in charge. Listen to her. Listen to what she's saying,
So Ruben is your baseball bat on set. Here.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he had to be. Which is why I would continue to work, because he respected what I had to say. And, he gave me the responsibility, which I appreciated. And he backed me, even when other people weren't trying to listen. It's like, she knows what she's talking about. You go ahead and do this and do, you know what I mean? And I appreciated that. You got to keep people like that around.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
I'm going to start calling y'all Ruben.
I don't know why. When you said that, I think about a sandwich. Or Rick, the producer.
Why would it be a sandwich, period, that you would think about?
It's a Reuben. A Reuben is a sandwich.
It is.
I
don't know.
I mean, like every now and again, it's good. It's a pretty good sandwich. Every now and again, it's an occasional sandwich.
I'll take your word for it.
We gonna take your
word.
Or
the producer, Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin, you crazy for this?
I will take your word for that. I really will.
The thing is, you can say anything, his mind goes anyway.
I mean, it does. That's why, like all the crazy stuff flows out. Yeah, just like that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So, is that what's in your head when you be thinking that stuff?
Yeah.
Is that the sound that's in your head?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't the crazy one. I ain't the only crazy one.
No, but the thing is, like, I tell you these things, and then like y'all just look at me like I'm like
it just wipes away from my. It just okay. That's just Karsten. This just what he does. It's Now to somebody else, it might seem like, what I'm saying, you ain't all the way there. But we're not everybody's kind of not all the way there. So,
I mean, you're not telling me anything that I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Sorry. I was going to ask. So you're in Atlanta currently, right?
Yes.
So what would you say the acting community is like in Atlanta? Like me being in Tennessee, like I've heard things.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it's a little bit competitive.
Okay.
Would you agree to that?
I could see it being a little bit competitive, but for me, mostly I found it to be a lot more welcoming and like community-like because it's so new. Like versus in LA and New York, where LA is very fast, like, and New York is who you know. And so down here, it's kind of like everyone is kind of trying to build together. So to me, I feel like it's more welcoming. I found a lot of people who are just trying to make it just like me, and we help each other out. And that's how I've got in different, plays and workshops and different films and been able to help other people with their films. Maybe it's like we are all competing for the same spot. That's true, but a lot of us try to make our own stuff too.
Now, you born and raised in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've seen the growth of the film industry in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't.
do you remember when you kind of maybe first noticed that growth?
Probably, because Tyler Perry started doing his thing around when he was like actually doing like big movies, kind of like the mid 2000s, and he was doing his plays at first. And I feel like him doing all of his movies down here. I don't know, people try to discredit Tyler. Okay, I love Tyler. I love what he does. I love what he represents. I guess I love him. Okay, but he kind of was doing a lot down here, and for some reason they found out you can be down here and get less taxes or whatever. So I would say probably when I was in high school, I would say around when I was around high school, 2016, 2017, like that's when I felt like it started to be like more and more opportunities to be in bigger movies.
Now, would you watch Tyler Perry's plays at all?
I did.
Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, I do. Probably Medea Goes to Jail. That's probably my favorite. Those are the kind of things that inspired me, honestly. Like, people like to talk, about all of the hood classics, but those are the kind of things that inspired me to want to do this. Because I wanted to make people like my aunt laugh. I wanted to make people in my family entertain. And, those period pieces and all those other movies are cool, but they're not watching that.
So do you think one of the reasons, like, why I say like you will gravitate toward Tyler Perry is because you actually see him in real time as he grew?
I mean, I wouldn't even say I'd gravitate, but I have respect for it because, I did see it grow in real time. We used to watch some plays on bootleg.
Yeah, people stand up in them joints. No, I ain't gonna lie. Like I seen them.
And he got to tell people to sit down in the whole Medea outfit.
And the camera moving, like, nah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember those.
And I've been to Tyler Perry Studios, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's dope.
So you say you've been there. For something like I've never been there. So kind of give me like kind of a bit of a description of how it's like.
It's huge. It's like Disney World for film. Literally, like, it's huge.
That's a good way to describe it.
That's a beautiful description, right?
Yeah.
For real, like, there's neighborhoods, there's a plane, like a big plane, there's like a White House, there's like basketball courts. It's just like pretty much everything you could think of. And when I was driving through it, it was just like, to me, it felt like a whole other world. I was like, wow, this is crazy. It's crazy. And then, like, some of the people actually, like, stay overnight and, like, sleep in the houses and stuff.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
That's actually dope.
Yeah.
For real. Like, if you can do something like that, that's pretty good.
Be there late filming,
Yeah.
They film a lot.
I mean, that's actually looking out for your people too.
Yeah. And it's just crazy. Just the guy who was making plays and putting them out on bootleg now has.
He didn't put them out on bootleg.
Well, he may not intend to be bootleg, but they came out.
Yeah, I mean, but like what I would equate him as is like the wave that Lil Wayne had, like in the early 2000s.
Yes, I agree.
Like, yeah, because I mean, like, you're not necessarily in charge of it, but you're not trying to stop it either.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they're helping promote you.
And in the same way how Lil Wayne was looked down upon for like ruining hip hop, like, and they talk about Tyler for the way his movies and everything like that. He's just making his films. Everybody wants to be able to just make their films. And if you don't like them, that's cool. But don't be mad that this black man is out here making these films and got this huge film studio that anybody can really go film at. You just gotta have a budget.
Yeah.
I've always had like a 50-50 relationship with Tyler.
And it's in the hood. It's in East Point.
Kind of like how Elvis Presley his mansion
We ain't talking. We
is
ain't
in the hood.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
No, we ain't never. We
It's all good. It's all
have
good.
never been. Cause you ain't been, have you?
No,
Yeah,
No.
we ain't. I ain't never been to Graceland, but
but it's in the hood.
Though.
Whitehaven sounds like a great name till you go there.
I ain't never been to Graceland.
Most black people have.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily see a reason.
You don't.
For me personally.
Right. So
But one of my mentors is a huge fan of Presley.
how many times have they been?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. But I know he filmed a bunch of stuff in Memphis. He did a music video that was in Hustle and Flow.
That's another hood classic right there.
Yeah. But I mean, but I'm saying, I know he's been.
Yeah.
And there was the almost like the biopic of Presley. It was TMC, I think. Picked it up.
Okay.
It was supposed to be really good, but I'm just like, it looked good, but I'm not really a fan of Elvis like that.
You're not talking about the recent one, are you?
Yeah,
There was a couple.
what?
The recent one that just came out.
2015-ish?
No, they didn't.
No. I'm not talking about that one. I know you're talking about that's a film, but they had a series, and it was I think around 2015. I think it was around 2015 it came out.
The movie was actually
Maybe later than that.
good though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know. It could have been.
I said the movie.
I said it could have been. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Anyways,
There's a lot of conversation from Elvis, and we don't really watch like that.
right.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Last thing I wanted to ask you about Tyler Perry. How has Tyler Perry influenced you as a filmmaker?
Well, I feel like he's kind of created because honestly, he has honestly inspired me a lot. Because having that film studio to be able to just kind of create and have your own, creative playground is really cool. Any story you think of, you can just kind of have it done, and it's done.
Oh, that's
And
what's up.
the fact that it's local, it's right there with you. Have you ever thought that you would have to move to LA at all?
I lived in LA. I went to school out there for a little bit, and it's hard. I mean, it's kind of to me, it's a lot of money to live out there.
Well, yeah.
And if you don't have that, it's going to be a struggle, to the point where you can get lost and even forget your dreams trying to just survive out there.
I've heard that before. I've heard
That's
that.
how bad it gets, yeah. And unless you got rich parents, you're not really going to be able to survive like that.
Yeah.
And still, but people do it every day. I didn't have it in me. I didn't have it in me. So, and I love Georgia. I feel like I fit in more down here than I do in LA, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's more of a community for people like me down here, and we're all trying to do the same thing.
Right.
I do love New York, because I love theater. That's my main thing. My first home is theater. I would do theater every day if I could, but it's just not.
So what's your favorite Broadway play?
My favorite Broadway play probably. Oh, dang, that's a good question. Probably Phantom of the Opera.
Okay. I feel you on that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Just because it's so when you're there, it's an experience. It's
Yeah.
No matter where you're sitting in the audience, it's an experience. Yeah, but I have a few that I could have said, and I'm like, ooh.
No, no Les Miserables, no.
Those are okay. I like those too, but probably Wicked would be second.
B-level for her.
Wicked. I'm so excited for a Wicked movie to come out. That's.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one. To be honest with you,
I'm I don't know. I'm gonna see, because I love Wicked, so we gonna see. They better do it right now. I'm watching.
Think of those sometimes taking a theater performance and then putting it into a film format. It doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, it doesn't translate.
Doesn't translate as well.
Well, yeah, because sometimes it's made for the stage.
yeah.
Some scripts are just made for the stage. Just
Yeah,
how some scripts are just need a film, or just for film.
Mm-hmm. I like Fences, but I think I would have enjoyed the play better than the film, because there was times where it seemed longer. than it needed to be.
Yeah.
But I know you needed that because you couldn't condense it.
Now, you mentioned you love theater. Like, what do you get, like, as an actor, what do you get from theater that you may not get from film?
I get like an adrenaline rush when I do theater because it's like you have to just start and there's no stopping it to the end. After there's no cut, there's no, all right, reset. Nope. You just gotta go. You just gotta go right on that stage, go out there, do your thing, and then get off. And then same with behind the scenes. I've stage managed before too. And even then you gotta make sure everything's in place, everything is going good behind the scenes, every light cue, every this, every sound cue, everything is right. It's just like, it's exhilarating. It's like start, stop, like a race kind of.
Now, I've worked more like on stage than necessarily doing stage act. Do you feel like the show is like everything goes by like so much faster?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially
know-
when you're nervous.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I know for me, I would just work on a few theater plays, and it would go by so fast. I never really get to experience it until the last showing.
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
But then there's that nostalgic feeling, and I think you're more in the moment. At least for me, I don't know if that's the case for you.
Yeah, I've gotten to a place now, because I used to, like, it used to just go by so fast I could barely remember it. That now I'm like, I want to remember this, so in the moment of, while I'm on stage, I'm kind of like calm, and I'm like, enjoying my time on there, and I'm taking my time. So it's not going by as fast as it used to, because I used to be like, not even remembering my performance sometimes, because I was just like, I was so excited.
Now, do you feel like with theater, like when you're on stage, do you feel like a bit more focused on stage than you would be on like a film set?
I think so. It's a lot more pressure, so I have to be more focused. Versus with film, I can kind of like just relax, because it's gonna catch it anyway. But with like on stage, you have to be able to be big and tell that story and be able to go all the way through, and it's a lot. It can get messy. It can get messy.
Yeah.
You forget, your scene partner forgets, they forget a cue. You have to be able to be in the moment, because if something happens, you gotta maybe ad lib, improv, pick something up that fell, or I've tripped on stage. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Kevin, I mean,
That's just.
I tripped on the
I
ledge.
would be embarrassed.
Well,
Now, especially if it's was this a drama?
yeah.
Damn.
You don't have no time. You just have to go with it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a comedy, you could play it off. You could
play
make
it
it
off in a
work
drama
for you.
too.
You can play it off in a drama too.
Play it off did you play it off though?
Yeah, I had no choice but to play
Then
it off.
see,
Because it was
it's
like either you be embarrassed and show everybody you're embarrassed, or be like, oh, I meant to do that.
I'm just
I
imagining.
was so in the moment, I got nervous and I tripped.
I'm just imagining. There's a scene where it's just a bad breakup, and you walk off and trip.
I tripped on on a ledge. It was scary too. It was, oof. I was the understudy. I had to go on and for somebody. Everybody was already like, this is the understudy right here. And I had probably already messed up twice earlier.
Oh, and the crazy thing of being an understudy, like you got to always be ready. And most of the time, nothing happens. But like, so when did you realize that you were going to be on stage when you were set understudy?
So the girl had broke her finger, and for a couple of days they were like doing the show with her finger in like a splint. And I was like, I mean, okay, I'm still getting paid to be here. If you you don't want me to go on, right? But it was a period piece, so it really didn't make sense. So I went to lunch one day. I come back because we're about to do the first show, and they're like, hey, you need to be here at 10:30 in the morning. We're gonna do a put-in rehearsal. You're gonna do 2 shows today, and then da da da. I was like, well, huh?
2 shows.
No, yeah, because it's off Broadway, so they do 2 shows in one day, and then. But that day I had to do 3 shows because I had to do a put-in rehearsal. So, in certain union on theater, the understudies can't rehearse with the main cast because then they'd have to pay the main cast for rehearsals. So I was rehearsing pretty much with one other girl, like doing the show. And then so I had to do an emergency rehearsal with the cast, and that was the only time I ever rehearsed with them before I had to do the show twice.
Man,
in one day.
Jesus.
that's a
Testing
lot
you.
of pressure.
So it makes filming on set like you're a lot more relaxed on the set than
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm like a sergeant because I've been to war.
Hey, you might need to
I'm
come
like,
down to
what?
Nashville and you might need to come down to Nashville and get some stuff going.
you could, yeah, that thought process is very appreciated here.
It really is. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then people won't look at me like I'm the bad person all the time. You have two bad people on set.
Now, do you if you necessarily, let's say you didn't do theater and was just doing film,
Mhm.
do you think like how do you think it would like do you think you would be as, let's say, prepared or how you are now as far as how you are on set as far as preparation and everything?
Probably not. Probably not because theater, you have to be prepared for the whole thing. You know, when you're filming a film, you know what scenes you're going to be filming that day based on your location. So you can read the whole script maybe once, but maybe you don't know your lines for that scene yet because you won't be filming that scene for another 3 weeks, another 2 weeks, 2 days. So you only need to know these 3 pages right here. You don't know nothing else. You're not really doing the work. You're not really figuring out what your character is doing and da-da-da-da-da. And then I've met producers and people who don't even read the whole script when they're like working on a film. And I'm like, how do you think you're going to be able to tell this story? You don't even know what happened.
And for some people, because I've heard people who've done stuff like that too, and they're like, well, I just need to read this part. But it's like if you read everything, you realize why your scene makes sense, and you would kind of tackle it a different way.
Exactly.
Like at least read it. At least, well, I was told to read it twice. Once just to know the story, and another time to kind of look into details of your character.
Right.
That's kind of crazy. A producer wouldn't read the whole script.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
I would also prefer the camera operator read the whole script too.
that's interesting. Now, why would you say that?
I mean, I feel like you should know where the story is going, you know, because you're operating the camera, right? Yeah, I'm telling you where to, you know, but you're operating. You could give some input. I take input from everybody.
And
I feel like everybody has something to add. That
and
doesn't
if they're
always
putting
matter.
in input, I think a camera operator would be more inclined to actually read the script. 'Cause like, oh, the producer listened to what I have to say about this. I think it would be a little bit more open to it.
Well, I mean, also too, like if the camera operator or whatever has read the script and there's
Y'all
something
on the
like
same page.
yeah, like there's a motivated camera movement that would probably like be a better option.
Yeah,
That they would be able to tell why it's a better option versus, oh, I think this looks
It's
cool.
more of a technical reason instead of more of a story reason.
I mean, but the technical would help the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially if you read the story, you can connect it too. Whereas they may just look at just the shot. Or
If I'm telling you I want you to pan this way, and you don't know why I'm asking you to pan this way, you're gonna do it, right? But if you know why and you know the story, you're probably gonna do it in a way where you catch certain things, it makes sense, or maybe you take, what if we panned but then we went in or something? You know, it helps because I'm not holding the camera.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you probably wouldn't even have to tell them to pan away because they probably would have had the same thought as you had.
Yeah.
Which saves you a lot of time.
Yeah. Time. Yeah. If everybody's on page, then you know what I'm saying, it cuts down on the unnecessary that needs to happen on set.
That's why I don't understand the unprofessionalism. Like, okay, this person told you something. They have the much, broader worldview. So, like, why would you not listen to them? That makes no sense. Plus, I want to get invited back. You know what I'm saying? So I never put the feet up on the couch. I don't eat the last bag of chips. Like little stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Follow instructions.
Make the art better too.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna go back to your theater thing because you mentioned something about like having a co-actor kind of like miss a line or miss a kind of part of dialogue. Now, how often does that happen to you on stage?
All the time. All the time. All the time. Literally I did a play. I did a play a couple months ago. No, almost a year ago now. And he was an older actor. And so he was very professional, very kind, he was just been doing this for a very long time. Really nice resume. But he's just getting older and he had trouble learning the lines. So you have to sometimes feed him the lines. Feed people lines because they may need help. But every single play, every single scene I've done, all of those, I have always messed up a line. And other people have always messed up a line. I feel like once you've been doing theater long enough, you don't really care anymore. I mean, you care, obviously.
Right.
But
like muscle memory, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Tripped up over missing a line, especially because the audience don't know you missed a line. Just keep going.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. So your ideal play, like directing or being in it, what would your ideal play be on Broadway?
Oh, I don't know why I can't think of it right now. Dang.
Like if you were gonna get a Tony for
Cleopatra. It's Shakespeare,
Okay.
but Cleopatra. Sorry, that's been Cleopatra. That's what I've always wanted to play Cleopatra. Always.
Now, what is it about Cleopatra that kind of gravitates to you?
She is the most powerful woman in Shakespeare world, in my opinion. She had her own army. She's the queen of Egypt. And I've read parts. I've tried to read the whole thing, but I had to get summaries on some of the Shakespearean play, and I've done scenes from it, and she's just a powerful woman, and I love it. And she has female rage, for sure.
She's got baseball bat energy.
But with gold around her.
It hits different when somebody's swinging on you with gold.
Mm-hmm.
They do. You know what I'm saying? Just like Queen Victoria. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Exactly.
Gold and baseball bat. Don't play with my money.
I don't know why, but the weird association.
Here we go.
It's like I just heard Queen Latifah. Who you calling up? You and see, I don't know why that's one of my.
Hey, I would probably try to get Queen Latifah to play Queen Victoria. You know what I'm saying? And my rendition of Queen Victoria, I'd probably try that out. You know what I'm saying? Probably work. Yeah.
So you were mentioning powerful women, and some just had me thinking. I tend to like gangster films. You don't usually see them have a powerful woman playing like that gangster role.
Mm-hmm.
Like would that be a role or something you would like to do?
That movie that I did in that garage was me doing that. So it's actually on YouTube.
Now I'm glad I brought that up.
Yeah, I had a bunch of fake tattoos on, and a whole sleeve of tattoos on both arms, and fake tattoos and stuff. And I was beating him in the face with a gun. Yeah, it was fun.
I bet it was.
I was the biggest drug lord in the town or something like that.
Pistol whipping somebody was fun. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I got from all of this. She was like, "Oh, pistol whip somebody?
Yeah.
Let's do that scene again." I don't feel like I got it all.
No, I love those kinds. I think women should play more of those kinds of roles. I would love to do that.
I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get more women to walk around and, bust some windows.
What's the name? What is it? Snowfall? The guy with the Jerry curl? He's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're thinking Jerry. Because he's like, God, I can't think of that line. He's famous.
He said, they squabbling now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough scenes of that way. I'm like, man, I kind of want to see this, but the female lead in there, she's really good. That dude's obviously the muscle.
Yeah.
But I mean, she does real good at putting it down too.
I loved her. That was one of my favorite shows. Angela Lewis has a theater background. That's her name, but she was dope in that show. I love when characters are so good you actually hate them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, I
Like you
also
actually
like
really. Mm-mm.
it's harder to get a audience to hate you because I mean when they watch something they know, like,
Yeah.
they know it's fictitious, but to also get them to have a emotional reaction towards you, especially one of hatred, like
The way we hated her, we loved her at first, and then she made us hate her.
Yeah, that's some good acting right there.
yeah, especially like, and then they'll do it so well that if they see them out in the street, they just kind of give them that snarl look, like, oh, like it's not real.
It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling.
And yeah, and it's wrestling basically a live version of that, especially with like I think the Rock is kind of really good at that, just kind of going back and forth with being loved and hated. Triple H is very good at that as well. But as far as God, wait? What was this movie? Now I'm thinking about this garage gangster movie. What was it?
It was called. It's called Nikki. It was about It was. Ooh, we did this during COVID. Yeah, that's why it was just like 5 of us in the garage. And we made it happen.
Made a gangster movie during COVID. Out of all the movies I was hearing about being made during that time, like,
I mean,
I think people can tell, like, I want to be rageful, so I get those roles sometimes.
You want to fuck some shit up?
Yeah, I just feel like women should be doing that.
just fucking stuff up.
It's destructive,
We've
but it's
been nice
also
to
cool.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Too passive for too long. It's time to stand up and get our bats. No guns. No guns.
Yeah, I just picture a scene where you are just giving this speech. I don't know what character you playing, but you giving this speech, and you just said it's been too long, and everybody get your bats and let's go. All y'all just going down the street, just fucking shit up, mailboxes, cars, everything else. I don't know where y'all going yet, but it's there.
Just fucking the city up, just breaking all this.
We need
My
that.
picture
honestly.
is somewhat similar to that too.
That though. That.
We need
You the first one I'm coming for. I'll be like,
a woman-led riot. Have we ever had one of those? No, we need one of those.
that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
That scares the hell out of me.
To me though, like I'm just saying, like I mean, because like a powerful woman is a powerful woman, right? So she can be behind the scenes playing puppet master and nobody be any wiser. I mean, look at like leaders like Margaret Thatcher, to even Teddy Roosevelt's wife. I mean, like they're powerful women. I mean,
But you see
but it's something different. Visually, it is different when you got a whole bunch of women terrorizing the town about to fuck some shit up. Like I said, I don't know where they going yet, but they on their way to fuck some shit up with some bats, maybe a knife.
And the name of that movie is.
Because we don't need guns. See, we're civilized. We don't need guns. We have bats.
He's civilized with baseball bats. Hey, do you?
We're not barbarian.
I am not going to argue with it. I was just imagining that the name of that film would be you picked the right one. You picked the right one on the wrong day. I'm really, like she said, I'm really thinking like I don't think of a movie. Well, no, the Warrior movie with Viola Davis.
That's a little different though.
But they
it's
fucked
new.
some shit up though.
I mean, yeah.
But it's new, and that inspired me, and I loved that movie because I liked how at the end she didn't kiss the guy. Every movie, it's like the woman always, I feel like, loses her power because she falls in love or whatever. She didn't do that. She went on and became her warrior. She's Zeus's.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, go ahead, y'all, go ahead and sail off. Yeah, I remember that now. Now, so I don't know what they named it something. I just forgot what the name.
The Warrior King.
Oh no,
Woman King.
well that's the
woman king.
Woman King. Yeah. They were saying like, how many times you see a woman in a film, two women in a film talking about a guy?
Oh yeah.
That happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
Probably more lately, but
I mean, like even then, like if like say case in point, my sister used to watch Downton Abbey, and a lot of times it was about the Aristocats, or however you say that, the Aristocats.
Okay.
Like, and they would be talking about like formal procedures and stuff like that. But I mean, like typically the low level, thinking type stuff they're discussing about people. But I mean, like there's plenty of women that are not discussing a guy. I mean, think about the powerful characters. Think about Ridley from Alien, or Sarah Connor from the first two Terminator.
Yeah, that was.
This is like well put together characters, and they had the full range.
I think they're talking more about two women in a scene together, because when it's just, I mean, I feel like when it's written by a male, then yeah, that's probably most likely going to be like that. But like for some reason, the first movie that came to mind was Baby Mama with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, right?
Yeah, but
I've seen that. I've seen that movie before. Yeah,
right. Those are two women really not talking about a man like that at all.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That was written by her. That was written by Tina Fey.
But also too, like subject matter comes into that too. So like how Stella got her groove back, or Waiting to Exhale, for example.
That's true.
Like it wouldn't make any sense not to be talking about that, because that's the central piece of it. So I'm like, if you're talking about like, dating, relationship, marriage, the wood, even the dudes are all sitting around talking about the women. It's just subject matter kind of thing.
I mean, sometimes that's interesting, because you think of a movie like Training Day, right? They're not talking about love at all. That's more about, love comes in it. That comes, a little part of it. But the premise is not about a man. It's not about relationships. I mean, some of it is, but not like with their.
It's not an essential theme.
Right.
Right. Is there a movie with two women like that?
A woman version of Training Day would be crazy.
I can't think of one.
That would be crazy.
And you would probably be the one acting in it.
I'd be
fucking some shit up.
King Kong ain't got shit on. Like I could literally see you.
Be in there messing, fucking some shit up for real.
Oh my goodness, you're something else. So no, so I find it interesting. Like she's just this sweet lady here, and you see her on film, and I could just see her with a blowtorch. Y'all picked y'all fucked with the wrong one. Just lighting the whole goddamn city up.
Because women feel rage too, and it's not represented enough.
I'm a
Besides
co-sign it.
Crying and
I'm a co-sign it.
Should have that as a t-shirt.
Hey, put it on a t-shirt.
It wouldn't work if I wore it, but I think it would be great if you all did. So let's wrap this up. This is one thing. Well, I'm going to bring back. So I always say that ask an actor if they're on here to like kind of think of if they were to win an Oscar or like a Tony, what would that acceptance speech be?
What would my acceptance speech be?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
I like to put people in that mind frame.
You said you wanted me to. I would literally cry doing that. And like, I can't do that.
I don't. You don't have to like give it verbatim. Just kind of an idea of what you think you would say in that speech.
I would thank my mom and my dad and all of my teachers. Dang, stop. See, I can't keep going. My heart's starting to be warm and everything. No.
Hey, she a thug. She ain't trying to show that side right now. You know what I'm saying? She ready to take a baseball back and fuck some shit up.
Just bring the baseballs back on stage.
I know, right? I'd have to. I mean, like, I don't want to cry, so I gotta have my bat. Nobody look at me.
Brooklyn with a bat. That has a nice ring to it. But Brooklyn, thank you for taking time out to talk to us today.
Most definitely.
No one was harmed in the filming of this.
No. Not yet.
No, not yet. And that's why we're going to end this. So, again, thank you, and I wish you much success in your future endeavors.
Yes.
I am once again Kevin Mumphrey with my co-host Victoria V.A. Jones.
Yeah, we gonna mess some stuff up.
We gonna move. We gonna move.
We gonna mess some stuff up, boy.
And our other one, Karsten.
In our other one, yeah. He said it, not me.
Just
He said it.
Look,
Don't look at me. He said it.
I'm trying to go before somebody gets hurt here. It's just very
I'm
dangerous.
civilized. I'm civilized. Everybody's cool. Everybody's chill.
Still ain't said. You still ain't said nothing. Go back. Go back. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Okay. And Karsten Hyde Farguson.
I tried. Still nothing, huh? I got you.
Nothing.
I got you. We good.
Well,
Go ahead and end the
thank
episode.
you once again. And that is a wrap.
Where Brooklyn at?
Oh, okay.